How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the Living Dead Formats channel, where physical media never dies. My apologies for the audio quality for this video. I am in my bathroom, so it's gonna sound like Mutilation's Wheelchair album, so you'll just have to bear with me in this video. I know it's going to sound echoey and cavernous, but there's something that I haven't talked about on this channel for quite a while, and I want to touch on it again because I've gotten back into doing more DIY stuff. I think it's been, oh my god, probably at least 3 or 4 years since I talked about battle jackets and battle vests and stuff. I want to do a quick update on my winter battle jacket, the blue one that's kind of Lonely Cadaver themed. So obviously I look hella different in this video than that video, but we're not here to talk about that right now. We're here to talk about DIY shit. So let's flip this over and I'll show you what I've done differently and what the kind of process has been with this. I think there's only a couple of patch changes, but I've done some painting. So yeah, let's just flip it over and see. Okay, so this is the winter battle jacket. The patches on the front have not changed. It's just the Mayhem, the Morbid, the Grav Kavad there at the bottom, Immortal, Dissection, Enslaved, Black Sabbath. So all that's the same as the last video. What you may notice though that has changed is the blue is now way more visible and a lot more vibrant. And I've had it kind of extended down to the arms a bit. It made it look more slimy and like blue swamp drippingness all over, and has it come down on the arms on this side as well and kind of interwoven throughout some of the studs. The studs are the British Cone 77 style studs, which is what I use on a lot of my stuff. Disregard the thing on the right. We will talk about that in a minute. So yeah, that's kind of what's changed on this. On the front is just I've added the blue finally and kind of had it extended down the arms. And then I'll flip this over and show you what's different on the back. All right, so here's the back. Again, added more of the lighter blue down the arms and kind of interwoven through some of the studs here on the left and right sides. A lot of the patches are the same as well. The only thing that has changed is the back patch. I took off the Dark Throne Fuck Off and Die patch, and I think I gave that away in either a subscribers or a views giveaway, and I put on this Lonely Cadaver Dead Punk back patch, which, let's be honest, that fits the color scheme and aesthetic a little better. Of course, that's the only actual punk related patch on here. So clearly gonna have to change that and remedy that soon. Don't know when, because I haven't really worked on this winter battle jacket in a while. These were the last changes that were ever made to it. Maybe one day I'll add some more to it, but you'll see why I'm not working on this one anymore. I'm working on a new kind of winter battle jacket. So let's get to that. Hold on. All right, that one slid out of the way. So the reason why I'm working on a new winter battle jacket is because I recently got some red Doc Martens for the season, winter solstice or Christmas or whatever you want to call it. And I had nothing to wear with it, no red. So now we have this thing here. It's fake leather as well. Just... I don't really care whether it's real leather or fake leather, especially if it's just going to be punkified and DIY'd anyways. So yeah, the white and black and red is definitely a theme that I have going on for this. Got some hand painted logos on the front, street punk. This one's the Unseen. Not the greatest job, but it's for the first time ever using paint pens on a leather item. This is the best I could do, and the restarts on here I feel is the more accurate one. I'm going to go in with a little bit better white paint and make it a little bit closer to the actual jacket color. The white paint pen is more like an eggshell white and doesn't really work that great. But yeah, some revisions were done on this logo, but I feel like it's a lot closer than the Unseen logo. The Unseen logo is a little more stretched and oblong in the actual logo. This one's a little bit more straight and upright. So yeah, that's what's on the front. Not too much really done with this yet, just the two hand-painted logos. The restarts are definitely going to be a big inspiration for this one though, because on the back I'm probably going to do another hand-painted logo of their Outsider album on the back. I really like that track. That was one of the first albums I've heard by the Restarts. I know it's not their earlier stuff, and it's kind of like, oh, you didn't get into their earlier stuff first? No, I didn't. It was just whatever popped up on YouTube while I was searching around for street punk bands. So, yeah, that's the album that popped up. Usually the one that pops up first is the more well-liked one. Oh no, it was the more well-liked one? Geez, I must be a poser. Anyways, jokes aside, really like the logo, and I got a few British cone studs on it right now. I also spray painted some black ones and put it up on the left panel piece there. So it's a little subtle, but also fits in with the color. I like that. I also did that for the left sleeve here, the red panel. Had some leftover paint from my Jaguar Precipice of Death and Decay EP when I had to DIY the discs. So I used that paint for the cone studs on this. I also have enough to do this panel here, so eventually that'll get done. And I'm going to try and figure out what the hell else to do for the front of this. I don't know if I'm going to get patches or just try to do this all in paint markers. But I'm going to show the back. There's not anything on it, but I'll tell you what I kind of want to do to it. All right, so again, nothing on the back except for a little bit of studding here. I'm probably going to stud some more along the bottom of the collar and maybe along the edge here. But again, if this thing will stop fucking moving, I want right here to have the Outsider font from the Restarts album on the back, and I might just put a little line from it. I'm an outsider, and then have the big logo across the back. And then for the straps here, or the things that look kind of like straps, the lines here, I'm thinking I'm going to buy some nylon strapping and have buckles in the middle of it here and here, and sew the strapping here and have the connectors and whatever, maybe some D-rings on the side and have it connecting, whatever. But yeah, so I was thinking black, white, and red, 3, maybe another black one, or a white one here, I mean. So maybe 4 straps and buckles on the back here with connecting clips. I think that'd be pretty sick. Gonna get those off of Temu. Let me know what you guys think of Temu. Is it a ripoff? Are they tracking you? Are they stealing your information still? I don't know. So, and then on the bottom here, might do some sort of stud work around this and have a band logo name or something there. And then for this big black part, I have no idea what I want to do. Let me know if you're watching this. Give me some ideas, please. Give me some ideas for this jacket, especially for this big black part. I have no idea what I want to do with it. Patches, buckles, studs, band logos, just no idea. But I got an idea what to do at the top. Just don't know what to do at the bottom, really. So would love some input on that. Would be cool. And I might stud around this black panel here as well. Some black cone studs. Means more spray painting for me and more annoying the downstairs roommates, but it is what it is. So yeah, that's my second winter battle jacket in the process of being made. And an update on the blue themed winter battle jacket there. But we're not done for this video. I've got 2 more things that I want to show you that I'm working on. So let's slide this over and get to those. All right, that one slid over. Let's move on to my latest battle vest. And it is very DIY, very different. And I was going to use it for a separate project, but enough babbling. Let's scroll over and see. All right, so what is this monstrosity of blue? Yeah, blue, you idiot. Green and yellow. Well, first of all, let me tell you how long this hand-painted design took. It was probably 4 to maybe 6 hours worth of hand painting. There's also painting on the back, but we'll get there. So what this is supposed to be, these little marks, these are cheetah print marks, right? No, wait. Leopard. These are leopard print marks because they're the U shape, right? Or whatever. These are supposed to be Jaguar print. This is supposed to be green Jaguar print. But one of the kids came up to me while I was making this and was like, oh, I like all the frogs on the lily pads that you got on your vest. And I'm like, frogs on lily pads? They're like, yeah, aren't those a bunch of frogs with the eyes there and on the darker green lily pads? I'm like, oh shit, it does look like frogs on the lily pads. So outside perspective influence, I am now dubbing this the frog punk vest, and I will probably put that as a saying on the bottom, on the back, frog punk, just for jokes. So anyways, this one was supposed to be for a character named Sunny Lee, stolen from Double Dragon, yes, that my Shifu spinner was supposed to play in a movie or a kind of DIY short film that I was going to make called I Hope You're Happy. And it was about this demonic possessed frog satchel that for whatever reason takes away people's happiness and makes them depressed and violent and eventually kill themselves and steals their happiness, and just kind of like a vampiric emotional leech type of demon thing. And yeah, I never got around to doing it. A lot of things got in the way. COVID got in the way. People getting COVID got in the way. People getting pregnant got in the way. It eventually just didn't happen, and life just got in the way. So now I'm turning this vest into a punk project. This at the bottom here, rambling aside, it was a little short. Like I said, this was supposed to fit my Shifu spinner, so it was supposed to be smaller, but since he's probably not going to be wearing it, and that project's, who knows when that's going to happen, if it happens at all, I might just get him to wear this still, but I want to extend it so at least fits me a bit. So there's this black strapping along the bottom to extend it. So it's less crop toppy for me. I don't really like that look. It's extended now. I'm eventually going to add some yellow and green stud work to this to make it blend into the color of this more. Oh, you know, the black strap on the bottom doesn't look too bad, but I want it blended more because it wasn't supposed to be the original idea for it. So, anywho, what I got on here now, after all the hand painting, is a couple of green military toxic symbols on the lapels, because you all know poison dart frogs. And since this is a frog punk vest now, here we go. I'm going to lean into the theme because happy accidents. Anyways, this is also a street punk, pogo type of all over the place band vest as well. I'm just going to put whatever fits, honestly. If it's yellow and green, then it's probably going on here. Anyway, I do like the casualties. I don't really give a fuck about the drama about them behind the scenes. The music is great. I enjoy all of their albums. Not equally, some are better than others, but the Casualties is definitely one of the best street punk bands sound-wise. Not getting into their personal business, but sound-wise, great band. And then Offspring, Pennywise. The album specifically is All or Nothing. I can't remember if I like that one better than any others or not, but it's on there. And then we got a Rancid one, kind of similar themed to the lapels. Moving over, we have a Typo Negative. Shout out to Classy Lonnie if you're watching this. Excellent band. I need to get some more of their albums. I think I only have Bloody Kisses and October Rust. Really, really need to get The Origin of Feces and Slow, Deep and Hard. The other albums past October Rust are going to be a pain in the dick or pussy to find, so maybe have to wait a bit. Then I have the Cramps. You're not a punk, you punk. Love that song. The Melvins, these guys are weird as fuck. They started off apparently really, really early on in the demo days as hardcore, so they're kind of punk. But then right after that, they started doing some odd, groovy, sludgy type of drone music and doomy stuff. Some of it's good, some of it's fucking weird, some of it's hilarious. So the Melvins are touch and go with me. I like them, but also I'm not just going to sit down and listen to album upon theirs. It'll just have to be like a couple of songs here and there because not really into a lot of their stuff, but it was super cheap and it was yellow, but I spray painted it green. I guess I could have left it yellow, but I just felt like spray painting something. The stitching on these are all yellow, by the way. I don't know if you can tell. It probably looks white on the camera, but they're yellow, so there's some yellow in there. Let's go below this here and explain this part, because there's a reference here. The Misfits, great horror punk band, and they did a song about Night of the Living Dead, and of course, in the movie The Night of the Living Dead, the guy is bugging his girlfriend or whatever, and he's like, "They're coming to get you, Barbara." So I thought that pin was pretty funny to kind of coincide with the Misfits. It's a little bit of an Easter egg. If you're a big fan of Misfits, you'll get why that's there. If not, then, well, now you know, because you watched this video. Let's go to the back, and I'll explain a little bit what's going on there. Alright, so here's the back. It's got a little bit more of the leopard and my first attempt at Jaguar print. A little too small, a little not quite the way I wanted it. The bigger ones on the front are more closer to what actual Jaguar print is. Anyways, the back, originally I put the green stripes in and it wasn't enough striping. So then I put these black stripes in, which I'm aware if I have a back patch, which I have a big one coming by the way. Fuck it, I'm just going to tell you. It's LxCx, the Don't Ask for Permission album cover, going right all along the back here. So yeah, most of this is going to be covered. But I figured until I get it, it's going to take a while. It's coming from Poland, I think, or something. So yeah, it's going to be at least a month and a half to get here. So while it's not here, I might as well have an interesting back, right? Maybe this far panel here and here will be getting something done with it. And this panel here and over here will be getting something done with it. And I might add some small black pyramid studs to that. And to the side here and here. So might get 2 rows of black pyramid studs. And then on the back here, since it has like this buckle and strap here on each side, it kind of inspired me to maybe get some yellow and green nylon strapping and do the same thing with some buckles here and the strapping. And then across here on the yellow, I'll do the same thing, but maybe in yellow. And then obviously on the black here will be the yellow and green pyramid studs. Frog Punk. Where am I going to put that? I might have to put the Frog Punk logo across the top because now I'm thinking about it. Once that big LxCx patch gets on here, the only room I'll have for Frog Punk will be either here, which obviously I'm covering in studs and strapping. So I guess I'll have to write it here. See, this is why I have you guys to think about and mull over ideas when it comes to DIY stuff. Pretty interesting. So that is almost done for this video. I got one more thing to show you. It's not anything super significant and I don't know when I'm going to get to working on it, but let's slide this last one over and talk about this final piece. All right, that slid over. Let's talk about this last and final top piece because I'm going to have some bottom pieces to talk about in another video, but let's talk about this. This is a seemingly plain black, I don't know what you'd call that, bomber jacket? Anyway, don't know what it's called. It was originally a Tony Hawk related thing and I don't know. I just wanted like a thinner, more breezier jacket to wear in the spring or autumn. But I eventually wanted to get some patches on here because that's how I do. So let's show you the back and where the action's going on. All right, so here's the back. Got a big Testament patch for the top panel. And then this Creator Pleasure to Kill back patch. And this ginormous vulvectomy back patch on the bottom panel. This thing is huge in real life. Like, takes like 3 of my hands to cover it up. Yeah, thank you to, I think, Balthazar for sending me this. Don't know whatever the hell happened to that guy, but thanks for this, dude. I don't even think I even had to pay shipping, so cheers. Very generous. And the only thing else that's got on this is a little patch on here that says Tony Hawk's Hawk Brand Skateboarding. Yeah, it's not gonna work with me, but anyways, just trust me. It says Hawk Brand Skateboarding. Got a little skull there. That was on the coat already. But then I put this on. Pretty sure this came in the Metalhead box, so again, shout out to the Metalhead box. Funny how you guys get to sneak into my winter battle jacket videos. Got the destruction patch on there. So as you can see, the theme for this was supposed to be a spring black and red themed kind of battle jacket that has 3 patches on it that I put on myself and then was abandoned. I don't know if and when I'm ever going to add more to this, but just as I was bringing it to set up for this video, I kind of had a wild idea. What do you guys think? Obviously, I'm going to add some more red band logos to it. Try to keep it thrash, maybe some death metal, but mostly thrash related. But you know how crust punk pants have like patches and patches and patches of just blank black material sewn on with the lateral white stitching. What if I took red patches and kind of did the same thing to this, maybe add some studs to it or something? I don't know what to do to the front. Again, if you have suggestions, I'm open to it. But what do you think about red crust pants patch styling on this? I think that would be kind of neat, and I don't think anyone's ever done that before. And then again, the front, completely blank, so I'm going to need to get some more red related thrash patches on here. And I don't think I'm going to paint on this one. Probably not going to paint on it. This is something that I might work on eventually. I have the Frog Punk and the Outsider project there that I'm currently working on, and some crust punk pants stuff. But yep, that's it. So yep, that's an update on the winter battle jacket, the red and white themed winter battle jacket, the new one, and a couple of new projects that I'm working on or have basically kind of abandoned. But let me know if you have any ideas of what to do to some of these. Would be interesting to hear your thoughts. Have you guys ever thought of doing painting on any of your jackets or vests? I haven't noticed too many people do painting on their denim. I've seen some people do some painting on their leather, but yeah, denim, haven't seen too much painting on them unless it's like special back patches with whole like album covers on the back that some people do, but that's it. I haven't seen anything like crazy like this before. And if you have seen it and it's on YouTube, please send me links. I'm dying to see what other people do DIY wise when it comes to vests and jackets, whether it's punk or metal. I assume in the punk scene you're going to see more painting and random hand-drawn stuff, whereas metalheads usually just buy patches and stuff. They don't really normally do it by hand. But yeah, so that's what I got going on DIY wise. Let me know if you guys got anything DIY wise going on. Jackets, pants, vests, leather, denim, studs. I love talking about that shit. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next video. This has been the Living Dead Formats channel, where physical media never dies. And remember, my friends, they can take down our stream and shit, but they'll never take away our discs. Keep buying physical.